Well, folks, it is time that you hide your kids, hide your wives, because we're talking about Antarctica. There are a lot of mysteries surrounding Antarctica. Aliens, UFOs, pyramids, and structures that doesn't feel real, right? Doesn't feel like it's natural. It feels like that it's man-made, right? And we got this mystery on our hands. Hide your kids, boys. Like this video and let's roll it.
Could there really be mysterious structures buried at the South Pole?
There is.
Structures built by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization in our remote past. Located on the southern peninsula of Ross Island, this is the largest research station on the continent.
Is it possible to go to Antarctica in this day and age or not? Because I know, I remember this, like, there was a time when you couldn't, but right now I feel like that it's a little bit more chill. You can if you want to.
It's opened by the US government in 1956 and houses up to as many as 1,200 residents at a time.
Okay.
In January of 2015, a US Navy flight engineer who served with the Antarctic Development Squadron at McMurdo for 14 years, came forward to investigative reporter Linda Moulton Howe with bizarre accounts of his time in Antarctica.
This is where it all goes down, I think, right?
January 2015, I got an email from a retired naval flight engineer. He's asked me to call him only Brian in the world public, and this is what he told me.
Ow, this is where it goes down, right? Like, I'm actually getting the hang of the story already.
About 1983 to when he retired from the Navy in 1997. He was in all kinds of what they call Antarctic Squadron expedition missions that included rescuing people in and out of various places. In all these trips, nothing of a high strangeness that occurred, and then all of a sudden it was one thing after another. During a squadron mission in the Transantarctic Mountains, the whole crew saw a whole bunch of silver darting objects, and they are round. And he says they're doing the strangest thing. They're going like to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, and then they'd all take off.
Yeah, they were just trying to see, like, the ants, and when I say the ants, I mean, like, us, the humans, right? Like, damn, bro. Antarctica is definitely a mysterious place, right? Because not many people have been there. Not many people just are aware of what's happening there. Because they have found a lot of structures, right? They have found, like, pyramids there, and they're covered in snow. Just think of the Egypt pyramids. We have exactly the same down there as well. And surely we don't know who made it or how it was made. We think it was the humans that made it, but you know, each brick was like thousands and thousands of pounds, and it's like, damn, bro, like, did we really have technology back then? Because we certainly don't even have that technology in this day and age to build a pyramid the way they did. We surely can build a pyramid, but it's not gonna be the same as what is already there in Egypt and already there in Antarctica. It's as though some higher power or higher intelligent or higher beings made that, and we just don't have those capabilities in this day and age.
And not only did this happen once, it happened over and over.
According to the informant, this was just one of many strange mysteries on the continent that he witnessed during his time there.
They get an assignment not long after. There's a medical emergency. They are now under the gun, the clock is ticking, and a decision was made. They're going over through the no-fly zone because it's a medical emergency, and what do they see?
Oh, right.
In the ice, like a huge entrance to a cave, but slanted going down. And he said, I think it was...
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it and I'm gonna rewind it. There are a lot of conspiracies with the hollow earth as well. I know there are a lot of people that believe in flat earth. I don't buy into that. I don't believe into that. But okay, fair. If you believe into that, that's you. 1 in the comments if you don't believe in flat earth, 2 if you believe it, and that's fine. If you believe it, you believe it, right? That's what am I gonna do? Like, have I ever been to space? No, exactly my point. So is it really flat? Is it really round? Is it really oval? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not claiming to know, but I do believe that it's not flat. So That's where we at. But a lot of people also do believe that the Earth is hollow, that on the North Pole and the South Pole there are entrances and you can go inside. People believe in Atlantis. People believe that there is the inner world as well, and there's like the inner sun. We do know like magma exists, so it's like you know, but we still have not seen. I believe the biggest hole somebody dug is not even like 10%. If you want to go really inside, it's so deep that you cannot even comprehend, and nobody has ever went down there completely. We don't know what's exactly down there in our Earth, and we always hear this, that 90% of our ocean floor is undiscovered. We don't even know what's down there, which makes you think, right? Like, we want to go in space, and that's cool. I'm for space travel, I'm for space exploration. I love that, fascinated by that 100%. But it's like one of those things, right? We don't even know enough about our own planet, but we want to know about other planets. But I get it though, it's easier. It's gonna sound strange, and it did sound strange to me in the beginning as well, where, you know, it's very, very easy for space exploration versus ocean, because you know, if you want to go underwater, we all know what happened with that thing that exploded underwater, right? Where 5 billionaires were down there in submarine, right? We all know what happened, because the weight is so big, because you're surrounded by so much water on top of you, billions and tons of water on top of you, and that's one thing. And I believe that's probably the main thing why we don't know much about what's down there. But a lot of people believe in hollow earth, and people believe in entrances, so I'm curious to see what he has to say.
To a cave but slanted going down, and he said, I think it was at least, Linda, 200 feet in diameter, a big hole in the ice. And he said, our instruments are not operating, we were losing electricity, we had magnetic anomalies, and we concluded there's something about this hole that is now causing these problems.
Damn.
They do their medical recovery, and the next thing they know, they're all being chewed out.
What?
By men in suits that are not from McMurdo. They appear to be from Washington, D.C., and as he said, they told us that we are never, ever to fly over that hole, and we are never to discuss it again. What is that about? And
okay, where the aliens were like, do not fly our airport. Yeah, what if that's like the airport of aliens? Bruh. I think that's what it is. That was the airport, the aliens airport right there, bruh.
Does that have anything to do with all these other pieces that keep emerging? That there might be something archaeological in Antarctica?
Do you call it Antarctica or Antarctica?
According to ancient astronaut theorists, this was not the first time a massive hole has been spotted in the ice of
There have been
Antarctica. Famous polar explorer Admiral Richard Byrd allegedly reported seeing a massive entrance to an underground world during his 1947 expedition to the South Pole.
It is crazy, right? But guys, check out this video on the screen. The night is still young. Check this out. This is gonna open up your third eye, and I will see you right there.